Well, let's get the elephant out of the room right away. You may have noticed my setup is very different in regard to the fact I no longer have my little stage. I decided that since I don't do reviews as often as I like, at least as of now, I figured, screw it, sell it, made a few bucks, and made more space. So that makes this figure of Zoey Stark my first review in this brand new, hopefully better setup. But before we move on with business as usual, let me just tell you a funny story about my journey to find this figure. So I went to my local, let's say Walmart. They just got the new Elite series, which is series 114. They had every single figure from that set except Zoey. They did, however, have the Chase variant of Jey Uso, but it makes no sense. How can you have a box of the entire Elite collection and leave out one of the main brand new figures? Then when I tried looking online, like at Amazon, Ringside, it was just as confusing. Ringside didn't have it at all, and Amazon was selling it for twice what it's worth. So I had no choice but to go on, eBay Macari. I was able to get a good deal on Macari, and here it is. Now I know her entrance jacket in the packaging looks odd because of the way it was packaged, but if that meant getting it cheaper, because I'm going to open it anyway, so be it. And of course, the main reason I got this figure was so I compare her with my modern Trish figure and actually get the shirt off of her, this one, and give it to Zoey. I think it would look better on Zoey because she did wear the shirt to show her support for Trish. But enough of that. Let's take a quick look at the packaging and then bust out Zoey, who's very strong, out of the packaging. I really hope Mattel makes new packaging soon because don't they usually change the packaging every, 10, 20 series? I mean, we are coming up to a series 120 soon. I mean, this is already 1 series 14 right here. There she's the packaging. I have no idea what happened here. This is how I got the packaging. Zoey Stark, first time in the line. I think she's very underrated. And here's the back of the packaging. Where she's from, her height, her finisher, Z360. Leader of the Thank You Trish movement, hence the shirt. Zoey Stark fought alongside childhood hero Trish Stratus against Becky Lynch. Career highlights, NXT Women's Tag Team Champion. And here are the others you get in the line. Ilya Dragunov, who I heard is returning in September. Main event Jey Uso. Jimmy Uso, first time landing Zoey Stark. Braun Breaker. And Tommaso Ciampa. But now, without any further delay, let's get this powerhouse out of the not-so-powerful packaging. And here is Zoey Stark out of the packaging. Something I've just noticed while fixing her jacket that really bothers me is her head. It doesn't really secure onto the peg as much as I like it to. And the hair really clamps down on the jacket. Can't really turn the head that well. Or maybe it's just me. But as long as the head stays on, it's not that bad. Since I have her in hand, let's take a closer look at her face scan. I think that's a very good likeness to Zoey. Even her hair. The jacket, very light blue, maybe a sky blue. The side's red, no sleeve, short sleeve. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the same jacket they've used for Becky Lynch. Her, Elite 72? except hacked one sleeve off. Different colors. And it says Zoey Stark on the back. Well, Z Stark. Open the jacket up. You can see her top. I think this is a completely new sculpt. I think I have something that's newly sculpted. Check out her abs. Wow. I believe this is brand new for her. And here's her tattoo on the side. Go down to her little trunks, which I don't think she wears anymore. I think it's all like long pants. They're red and blue to match the top. See her legs, her Z knee pad, non-Z knee pad, and her generic boots. But at least unlike this boot mold they've used before on other figures, this one has the new ankle articulation. Let me show you a comparison. Here's the Trish boots. Well, the boots I use for Trish. See? Same here, but no basic articulation. Finally, now they can reuse this one 100 bajillion times instead of this one. So, Zoey Stark, besides the jacket, comes with 2 pairs of interchangeable hands, a pair of mic holding hands, and fists to beat people up, and her knee brace, which surprisingly is not on the figure, which is weird. Usually wrestlers who have knee braces on, like Austin, whoever, would already have these attached. So this is weird, but I mean, sculpt-wise, it looks very accurate. Now, how to get it on her, which I believe is this leg. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, but I'll see what I can do.
3 hours later.
And I got the knee brace on, although I'm pretty sure I did it wrong. And if I did, I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments below. Also, I took off her jacket so you can see the back of the figure. And you can see more of that beautiful sculpt work. But now, let's customize this Zoey Stark figure with this shirt. So this is what the shirt looks like without her head on, and the jacket, and her hands. And here is Zoey Stark customized and posed. Didn't know what kind of pose to get her in, so I did this where she's opening up her jacket to show the Thank You Trish shirt. Speaking of Trish, here she is, customized as well. Although, let me readjust Trish. Something like that. Her pointing to Thank You Trish. That's just an example. I'm not sure how I'm going to pose both of them now on my shelf, but that's an option. But that is it for my review and slight customization of Elite Series 114, first time in the line, Zoey Stark. Tell me, what do you guys think? And do you think Zoey Stark is underrated? Let me know down in the comments below. But until the next review I do, I will see you much sooner. Her shirt might be saying, "Thank you, Trish," but I want to say, "Thank you, Zoey."